This video is going to help us learn how to use area models with division. First, let's talk about area. Area would be the inside of a shape, like the space the inside of the shape. And we also need the width and the length to find area. So we know that length times width equals our area. So let's put some numbers in here and learn more about area. If our area of the shape is 32, let's say inches squared, and our width of the shape would be 4 inches, we need to find our L, our length. Well, let's go to our formula if we're missing our length and see what to do. Well, we already talked about our area being 32 inches squared. We already talked about our width being 4 inches. Bring down the times sign, bring down the L, because we don't know the L yet. We have our problem, L times 4 equals 32. Well, basically we're saying what number times 4 equals 32? And you might know that just offhand if you know your math facts. You could also think of this in another way. You could say, well, 32 divided by 4 equals L. If we look at this setup of the problem, 32 divided by 4 equals L, and we think about division, your area in reality is your dividend, your width here would be your divisor, and your length would be your quotient, your answer to your division problem. Let's use this knowledge as we handle some area models with division. Let's draw another shape down here, and let's do a problem like 351 divided by 3. So if we have the problem 351 divided by 3, and we drew a rectangle to represent this problem, to do an area model, the area of this we want to have be 351. The width we want to make 3, and we want to find this length. And this length on top would be its quotient. It would be the answer to 351 divided by 3. Let's do some mental math and try to get this problem done. Well, if we have 351 needs to be the area, can we take a large portion of that area and divide by 3 easier? Well, yeah. If we actually think about it, we could take that 351 and find a big chunk that would be a friendly number with a 3. For example, if I use 300 of my 351, I would know that 300 divided by 3 equals 100. If we think about our dividend being that whole entire rectangle, we started with 351. We already used 300 of it, which is a good chunk of it. We only have 51 left. So now, this second box here, right here, this box needs to add up to 51 because we already used 300 of it. Well, is 51 and 3, are those friendly numbers? Does 3 go into 51 easily? Well, it might, but I don't know that number offhand. However, I do know that 30 divided by 3 is 10. That's a friendly number. So now I just used 30 of my 51, and I'm left with 21. Hey, 21 and 3 are also friendly. 21 divided by 3 is 7. And therefore, we used up all of our 351. And we have our quotient. Our quotient is our top number. Our quotient is 100 plus 10 plus 7. So therefore, our quotient is 117. If we look at this carefully, we have our dividend, which is 300 plus 30 plus 21. If you add all those together, you get 351. Our width here, our width is the side. Our width is 3, and we're dividing by 3. And as I already mentioned, your length across the top, your 100, your 10, and your 7, adds together to equal 117. So this is a good way to use friendly numbers in order to divide. If you understand that, that's great. And you can go ahead and use this method to solve division problems. If not, we can do another problem to help you understand it better. Let's take another problem. So if we have another dividend, let's say 224 divided by 4, we should be able to solve this problem using an area model. So again, we need to draw a big rectangle. And the inside of the rectangle will be 224 eventually. The width will be 4, and we need to find the length across the top. What number times 4 equals 224? We don't need to do the whole inside at one time. Let's use big chunks. For example, I'm thinking we could use 100 at a time. If we use 100 at a time, that means 100 divided by 4 is 25. And of our 224, we just used 100 of it. That's a pretty good chunk. We have 124 left. Hey, let's use 100 again. So 100 divided by 4 is 25. And again, now we only have 24 left. Hey, 24 and 4 are math facts. 24 divided by 4 is 6. So now we have 24 used. Of our last 24, we have 0 left over. So our top number here is our quotient again. If we add 25 and 6, we get the number 56. And therefore your quotient is 56. Again, realize your inside, your 100 plus 100 plus 24 equals 224. Your width is 4. Your divisor is 4. And your length across the top, the 25, and the 6, adds together to equal 56. You can use any big chunks you like, as long as they are friendly numbers with your divisor. Thank you for watching my podcast on area models with division.